Okay, so good evening, everyone. My name is Swati Saxena. As you have already, in my brief profile, I just don't want to make this session boring, so I would like to start. Yes, I have been working in Lohia Corporation, was campus placed in embedded profile in training engineer. I've been working here in Bangalore for last 2 months. If I talk about VSL, the sharing the experience which I had. So I joined VSL in second year and served VSL as an orator. Firstly, rather I would say as a member than an orator. The experience was that yes, I hosted the events. I even participated in many workshops like relationship, consciousness workshops. But more than hosting event or being participating in any event or any workshop, there were some things which I deduced from it. The experience from which for which I want to share that I would relate practically. Everyone is in the nature of to respond, immediately, and everyone is in this habit. But sometimes in my practical life now, which I am implementing myself in my industrial professional career, that sometimes you have to wait and respond, and because you're working with seniors, you're working with juniors as well, and you're working with the colleagues of your same age also. Sometimes the perception may differ. This is what I learned, especially from when I worked in VSL. The perception, the difference of perception, in that nobody is right, nobody is wrong. So sometimes just we have to respond, by thinking, be mindful while responding. We respond in the state. For example, I'm in an anger state, I will respond it. Then I will realize, yes, I think, yeah, that person is right. So I think I should have firstly listened to him or her. I think they are right on their perspective, and I am also right on my perspective. So it should have settled down very calmly and quietly. No need to, be in a catch up in an argument. This is what I learned and even implemented in my professional career. And I think that this is the key. If you are in a professional career, this is the key, how you deal with people, what I learned practically. Secondly, if I talk about the personality, more than participating in any event, I think that personality demeanor is important. You're not participating on an event in an event for your obviously for your development, but what I think is you should always deduce from it what you learn from any event, any workshop. It is not only completing the hours, 8 hours a day, it is also what you are taking from those 8 hours. So this is the takeaway point which I wanted to share with you all, and especially my juniors. So that's all from my side. Any questions?
Thank you, ma'am, for your
Yeah,
precious time.
welcome.
I want to ask, with what motive you joined VESL out of all? I mean, there are many societies in our college. Then why you joined VESL?
Okay, so I want to answer this question. Not only VSL, I was a part of training and placement also, coordinator in IST society also. But the motivation you are asking, it is not what you are thinking. Why only VSL? I have joined many other cells also. But yes, VSL because firstly, it was not putting efforts for technical. Like in every college, there are technical societies which are working for your technical perspective. But there are many less societies which are working for your personality in terms of what you think and what you take away and how you deal with people, what you are thinking, what should be your preconditioning and conditioning. I think this type of thinking, many, rarely every any society comes up with. So I think VSL is putting efforts in that facet, in that phase, in that perspective. Any other society which will not teach you that how you have to manage time, how you have to, deal the work efficiently under pressure. No society will teach you this. Every society will teach you that how to do coding, how to do electronics, and how to develop hardware, software. But this you will definitely, you will do this. You are for what you are there in BTech. This you will do. But ultimately, the motivation to do this, the efficiency to do this will come from VSL only, because it is putting efforts on values, not on the technical. So this is what I thought and joined VSL, Palak.
Thank you, ma'am. Can you share one example when you were stuck in a problem and VESL teachings and values helped you?
Yes, sure. Like I mentioned earlier also, the perception, like it is a practical example. I'm working with senior, and there I had this conflict of perception where I was working on a documentation part, and somewhat I thought, no, it should look like this, and what I have done this correct. Why I should go in that way? I was doing the documentation of a project. So there I realized that the teachings which I took away from VSL, that sometimes the perception also matters. At that time, immediately I thought, no, this is not done. He's senior, na. That's why he's showing this thing that no, you have to follow me. But no, it was the matter of perception. He was telling that yeah, it is the most correct way, most appropriate way. But yes, what you have done is also right. So this I learned that we should listen to others, obviously. But yes, it's always the perception which matters. So nobody is right, nobody is wrong. Just you have to respect each other's perception also.
Yes, ma'am. How do you see values learning in your professional life, or how the learning from VESL helps you in your professional life?
Okay. Learnings which I mentioned, this was one of the learning perception, and that I mentioned you in that how I practically implemented in my professional career, and how I faced and how I dealt with this. Secondly is time management also, which I think it is not important in career. It is important always, whether you are in semesters, whether you are in professional career. Time management is the key to success in every field, any field, I would rather say. So this was the learning which I am still implementing in my professional. When I am, held up with many tasks, I prioritize my tasks. That's what I learned from VSL. We have to prioritize the tasks. Ultimately, by the end of day, you'll be able to achieve all those tasks one by one. So this was the learning, time management, how to effectively work under pressure. Sometimes you have a pressure for multiple projects, for multiple tasks. You should know how to manage it efficiently. These were the learning, and which I'm implementing currently and will implement in future also.
Thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate this humble attitude of yours. I,
Welcome.
Yeah, Jen, ma'am,
I invite, yes.
ma'am, how you handle the pressure situation, and if I get stuck in such a situation, how should I get out of it?
Aditya, can you please repeat your question? Your voice is cracking. You're not audible.
Ma'am, how do you handle pressure situation, ma'am? And if I get stuck in such a situation, like critical situation, how should I get out of it?
Okay. Aditya, see, it is not a one-time solution. It is the habit you have to make. For example, I am also learning. I haven't, learned it from the first problem only. When sometimes it also happened, like I have also, in my third year, second year, we have exam tomorrow, and we have, exams like you are aware of STs. We have STs continue. I will give you the most practical example, and you will be able to relate it. Like you have STs continuously, okay? Monday to Friday, you have STs continuously, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now I will ask you this question to you: how you prioritize your subjects? Like for example, Monday you have you are from CS, na, data structures. Another subject, let's say any subject, you can say network. So how you prioritize your subjects? Hello.
जी मैं एग्जाम के टाइम पे ही बस सब्जेक्ट के बारे में सोच पाता हूँ.
So there the answer lies in your reply only, that you are thinking about the exams when it is, when it is said, when the date sheet has, on your official group that yes, from tomorrow you are appearing for STs. Then you are, suddenly you are recalling, yes, tomorrow I have to appear for exams. Oh God, I didn't study anything. So this automatically creates pressure. Now you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
that in that situation. Na? So you have created pressure for yourself only. I would rather say, if you would, study each day at least 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, by the end of day, you will even not be bothered that yes, tomorrow I have exam, I have to study. You will be very light-minded that yes, okay, I have studied earlier also, just I have to revise. So this is the best thing which you can, manage the pressure. And sometimes I agree. Now you will say that sometimes, ma'am, we even don't know what pressures are, about to come, and what conflicts we will be having at that time also. You will learn from your mistakes only, that yes, if you are not able to handle the pressure for first time, second time you will see, okay, no problem, I will prioritize, no need to take pressure, I will prioritize, and whatever be the best, I will do the best, no problem. If there are 5 tasks for a day and you have a pressure that you have to complete all 5 tasks, prioritize it, no problem. By the end of evening, at least you will be make it to 3, but those 3 tasks would be perfect, okay? But if you will take pressure, oh God, I have 5 tasks. Now what will I do? You will not be able to make even a one task. So this is the way you can manage pressure.
Jain ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah.
Ma'am, I want to say one thing that there is so many technical society in our college, and ultimately what we required is technical knowledge to be placed in like companies. So how you like prioritize your VSL rather than the technical society? Because the technical society is also improving your leadership skills as compared to the value education cell. So like how you like I want to say that why you not choose the technical society and why you choose VSL?
Anand, I just said that I was not only in VSL, I was also in the technical societies. I was the head of electronic society, communication society, and the that where we have those trainings that sell na, embedded and PLC SCADA. So there I had served there also, and in many technical societies, coding society also I was there. But you are asking that why did you prioritize? I didn't prioritize. It was my inner feeling, and it was my wish to join BESL. And your question is that that other
Ma'am.
societies are also make.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
like leadership qualities are, ma'am, if I say that the technical society will like improve more than the VSL, according to me. Value education cell just provide the values, which is the root by what we are doing. But ultimately, we need a technical knowledge to be placed in like MNCs, I would say. So, ma'am, that is my question. So,
Okay.
yes,
You're 100% right. I agree 100%. Yes, you need technical knowledge to be placed. That's why I'm also placed in MNC. Na? That's why. That's the reason. But you said that technical societies give you leadership qualities, everything. So why VSL? VSL is only giving value. But there is a difference between only giving values and what you are taking. Anand, VSL is not only giving you values. VSL is not telling you that Anand, you have to do this. You have to inculcate leadership qualities. It is giving you a route path, and that you are ultimately inculcating by technical society also. Technical society is also not saying telling you na ki Anand, do this code, do this concept for today, second concept for tomorrow, and you have to wind up these concepts. It is not also telling. You are doing it from your inner conscience, isn't it? Am I right or not?
yes, ma'am, absolutely.
So that conscience is automatically coming from where?
I'm from values.
That's the answer. And I think there's this is not compulsory. Like if someone is, I have seen people, if someone is joining VSL, it doesn't mean yeah, VSL will teach you that you have to inculcate. You will automatically gain something if you join any society. Any society. So there here the question is not that ki ma'am, why did you prioritize the technical? I didn't prioritize. I was there in every society, and I was prioritizing every society. But the reply for the question is that you have to take something from every society. And as you talked about leadership and those communication skills, I think technical society will also not tell you that Anand, please practice today this concept. You have to improve your communication skills, because in placement I think communication skills first matter than your knowledge, because I have appeared more than many interviews in placement, and if you're not able to convey what you are thinking, what logic you are implementing, technical knowledge you're implementing, then there is no use of your knowledge, what you know. At the end, you have to have those communication skills. Do you know we have GD round also before technical round?
Yes, ma'am.
I have seen my friends only, they are not able to crack that GD round, and then they say, oh, I have that technical knowledge. Now, what will happen? So, at the same time, you have to have inculcate both the things, technical as well as communication as well as leadership. Because when you are in professional career, the technical knowledge matters until you are cracking the placement. But when you enter the industry, the communication and leadership comes to the front seat. Okay, you have to prove those skills first rather than technical knowledge. Technical knowledge, no doubt, it will remain with you every time, no doubt. But when you enter the industry, you have to prove by these skills also that yes, you have those leadership qualities. You can take this project, you can initiate this project. Because for technical knowledge, you will have a team. You both will, your team would be there with you with technical knowledge. But leadership and communication, that you have to bring. Nobody else can bring for you. So that's any doubt?
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I want to say one more thing that you are in like more than two. I think you are in three society. Am I right, ma'am?
Yeah, I don't remember. Yes, three societies. Huh? Yeah, tell.
Ma'am, as well as you are like attending class regularly, which is
Yes.
replicating in your CGPA. So how you are managing your time? Like you have to study like self-study as well. You have to attend class. You have to manage societies. So how you are managing all that? And you are in a good company, I would say. So, ma'am, What is the reason behind that? I want to.
Okay. See, your question is that how I am managing basically time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, what I told, I think again, it depends on you, how you manage time. For example, I have seen people, I've seen my friends, they are, leaving the classes for society. Okay. But they are prioritizing, na, means after society, they are well up to date to their work also. They are going back to home, and what they missed, they are continuously learning that also, na? Any from any video, from any material, from any, presentation slides, what you got. So if I think if you are serious about everything, for example, if you are working in society, working for the society, you are making a banner, for example, or you are working what I can say, presentation for any event to be occurred in BSL, for example, let's say. Okay. So, now you are saying that now I have to miss the class, now how will I cover? So I think at that time you have to concentrate on your presentation first. Okay, give your 100% to that presentation. After presentation is completed, now you can go back to home and talk to your friends or whosoever, or next day you can even ask your faculty, ma'am, that was the event, I missed this, and just tell me what was happened, what was the concepts that were taught. You just read or study yourself. If you don't understand, you can ask to your faculty as well. Even from PDF presentations you can study. The point is that you have to be updated. If you're missing anything, you have to be you have to have that self realization, yes, that yes, I have missed that class, now I have to cover also. Okay, so I will cover that, but it doesn't mean you will give more priority to the society, or you are giving more priority to your subject. Both are equally important. It is equal important for your personality development, and studies are important for maintaining GP. But at the end, when you are appearing for placement, GP plus personality both should be there. Only GP would not work. Personality in sense, if you're working in a society, you are learning something. Like for example, you are working as an orator in a society, you are hosting events there, so obviously your communication skills are getting enhanced day by day. You are getting confident, you are learning how to handle stage. So these are the things which you can manage, and believe me, if you follow this, you'll be able to maintain GP also, plus you will be able to join societies also. But at the end, it depends on you, how you manage your task, how you prioritize your task. Here I can only tell you, but from day one you have to inculcate, you have to repeat this practice for 21 to 22 days and see, am I able to do, am I able to handle the pressure, I'm able to do manage the all the tasks, this is the right approach or not. This is the thing.
Thank you, ma'am, for answering me.
Ma'am, what are the qualities that VESL has contributed to your personality that will stay with you forever?
Okay. Firstly, I would say the personality demeanor. Now you'll ask personality as a whole, which quality? The first thing is, as I said, that I serve as an orator. Obviously, it enhanced my communication skills, which is there till today and will be there in future also. And I would rather say it depends on you also, how you inculcate the qualities. It doesn't mean if you participate in an event or you were hosted in single event, you will learn those things. You have to continuously practice. Every skill is not a one night task, it is the 100 nights continual practice. Secondly, the thing is perception, which is still staying with me, and will I will take this in future also, how to understand each other's perception, because you have to work with seniors also. Seniors, they have different level of perception, they have different level of thoughts, your opinion may conflict with them. So that was the thing which will remain with me forever, how to understand each other's perception. Secondly, yes, how to manage the time effectively, and not only time effectively under pressure, because there's a difference between how to manage the time effectively and how to manage the time effectively under pressure. There is a difference between both the things, because many people are able to manage the time but not under pressure, they get hopeless and do the work very inefficient. That's also a negative point. So sometimes you have to have that gut feeling that yes, I know how to manage the time, but now I have to manage time under the pressure. Okay, so I think this I learned from VSL, and I'm be taking definitely in my future. These were the things which I learned, and the learnings which I learned from VSL.
Yes, ma'am. Now, when you look back at the journey, what you think you might have missed if you had not joined VESL?
Okay. If I would not have joined B-Cell, I think there was a meaning which when I attended that relationship workshop, inner consciousness. these things I would have missed, because nobody will tell you the meaning, the deep meaning of natural acceptance, which I realized when I studied the subject in my second year and when I joined VSL. There I got a very deep meaning of natural acceptance. Yes, literal meaning everyone know, natural acceptance. Okay, but how you relate practically, that I realized when I joined VSL. Natural acceptance and the preconditioning means there is a difference: conditioning, preconditioning, perception, natural acceptance. Those things I was able to relate practically when I joined VSL, I think, and that I would have missed if I would have not joined VSL.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your patience, for your calmness, for your
Yeah,
time.
welcome. Sure.
We are really very grateful. Like, you just came from your office and traffic, everything. You didn't even rest and you directly came here. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. It's fine. Any
Over
other
to you.
question you can, any
Yes.
other question anyone would like to ask? Most welcome.